This would be your three-touch introduction. Where you're going out and talking with customers. You need to have a script. The script's going to help you look as professional as possible with those customers, and it's also going to give us as much of an advantage as possible with our customer contact. Whether we're calling the customer on the phone for the first time to schedule the job or following up after the visit to ensure that everything looked good. What you say while you're on the job is super important because really the bread and butter of what we do is what you guys are doing in the field. So the number one rule for being out on the job is being a professional. So be a professional recommender whenever you are trying to upsell a customer for a service. I noticed, I recommend is key. Remember that. I noticed, I recommend. You're not trying to be pushy about the sale. Hey, I noticed your gutter's got a bunch of stuff in them. I would recommend that you get them clean because otherwise they could get nasty. You get overflowing, you get gutter clogs, stuff like that. So the reason why this is important to you as an individual is because we want to be the best. We're striving to be the best service company out there. That presentation that you're offering as soon as you get out of the car and you see the customer is important. If you're just kind of stumbling and mumbling through stuff, you could be the best window cleaner in the entire world, but that customer is going to have a little bit of a sullied opinion of the job overall, just because of your presentation and your confidence and things like that. And the script is really going to help you gain extra confidence that you might not have. With more practice, that confidence will get much, much better. So the end goal for you with referrals and five-star reviews is bonuses for service techs and higher. You get a bonus if you get a five-star review. So that is should be a great motivator for you folks working on residential window cleaning jobs. We want to wow the customers. I mean, that's really what the goal is. Forget about reviews. Forget about bonuses. I mean, you want to go out, be satisfied, that the customer's happy. I mean, that's just part of being satisfied with the job that you're doing. So if the customer's happy and they show it, you're going to be happy because you worked your butt off to make sure that they were happy, and you're going to gain satisfaction from that. If we can wow the customers time and time again, we build a reputation. If we build a reputation, then that allows us to be experts in our field, which allows us to charge higher prices. We're just on the upper end of the service industry. So there's tons of window cleaners out there. There's lots of crappy ones. There's a decent amount of good ones, but there's not a lot of we wow our customers every single time. You can expect this, and that's where we want to be. That's the space we want to be in our residential customers. So that just means we charge higher, and it also means that we can pay higher wages, and that's quality of life for everybody is really what the end goal is here. As a senior service tech, it's super important that you're going to be understanding what this three-touch script is so that you can communicate with this customer confidently and competently. So, we're going to do this, we're going to practice it, but we're also going to do a little bit of testing on it as people get promoted to that service tech position, the senior service tech. Next, we're just going to go into a little bit of scripting on what the script actually is so you can see it in action. So, when we get customers calling into us, whether they're a first-time customer, we're doing a bid, or it's a long-term customer, we want to set them up for success from the very beginning. So we have a little script here that we use just to run us through some of the details associated with talking with the customer and making sure they're all on the same page. We want to set their expectations for what we can deliver. We don't want to have them thinking that we're going to be washing the outside of the gutters when we're thinking that we're cleaning the gutters so that they flow properly. So we want to make sure they understand what they can get. So, somebody's calling right now. Hi, welcome to A1 Integrity. This is Dylan. Sure, yeah. Have we done any work for you before? Oh, you haven't? Okay, well, how did you hear about us? A Google review. Great, great. So I don't have to explain to you then what we're all about. I don't have to explain, all the Google reviews kind of explained it for me. Great, great. Yeah. So what were you interested in getting done? Window cleaning? Sure. Yeah. Let me get your contact information. I'll write that down. in the system. So let me just tell you a little bit about us that you might not have seen from the Google reviews, and that is, you know, our goal is basically to have you want to refer us to your friends and colleagues, you know, your neighbors, and then give us that 5-star review that helped you find us in the first place. Yeah, we spend a lot of time training, a lot of time just making sure that our people do the best that they can do. Sometimes we cost a little bit more money than other folks, but you know, for people that are discerning, you know, it's just going to be a good fit for them. Great, great. So looks like our schedule is going to be this coming Thursday. That works for you? Great. Well, I'm going to have Greg come out, take a look at your window cleaning, probably take a look at some of the other things. We like to get bids on all the services before coming out. Okay, great. So this coming Thursday in the afternoon, should I have Greg give you a text, or do you prefer a phone call? Text message works? All right. See you on Thursday in the afternoon after he finishes up with his morning appointment. All right. Thanks so much for calling. Bye. And that is how that first conversation goes, whether it's a new customer or an old customer that we're just scheduling a job for. Basically the same. We want to set their expectations so that when you guys go out there, they've already got a really good idea of what they can expect. Hi there. So right now I'm going to give Sally a call. I'm going to let her know that Robert's going to be out there tomorrow. Just a friendly reminder call that gives us an opportunity to touch base with the customer. The more times that we can talk with the customer, the higher the likelihood is that they're going to be super happy with us and want to recommend us to their friends and give us a 5-star review on Google and Yelp. So this is kind of what that's going to look like. Hello, Sally. Hey, it's Dylan with A1 Integrity. I just wanted to reach out with you. Let you know Robert's going to be out there tomorrow. We have it scheduled for 9 a.m. first thing in the morning. Okay, great, yeah. So just go over what we were supposed to do. It looks like we're doing the inside and the out of the windows, and then going to take a look at the gutters. They were done 6 months ago, so they're probably going to be pretty good. But you know, Robert's going to go out. He's going to make sure that everything looks good, including the roof, all that stuff. Make sure they're taken care of. Okay. Great. So if if you have any questions in the meantime, give us a call. Robert's going to touch base with you when he gets there, and make sure that you do a walkthrough afterwards to make sure everything looks great. Okay. Yeah, and you know, our goal is to have you give us referrals and stuff like that. So if anything is not, you know, perfect for you, then let us know. And if Robert does a really good job, you know, tips are appreciated. They're never expected. So, all right. Great. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Setting you up for success. That's what we're trying to do here.
Hi, Sally. It's Robert with A1 Integrity. How are you this morning? Good. I was just giving you a call. We're on our way now. Looks like we should be there in about 25 minutes or so. Catch us there right at 9:30. So we should see you in a few minutes. All right, great. Do you have any questions for me right now? All right, we'll see you here in a few minutes. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, I'm Robert. How are you this morning? Good. So it looks like we're doing some windows for you today. Awesome. Well, I just wanted to ask if there's anything special we should know, broken seals, anything like that. All right. So if it's okay with you, we're going to get started on the outside. I like to get started on the outside to limit the amount of dirt that comes in, get the screens and everything first. And it also makes it so that we're able to check our work from the inside looking out. Is that going to be okay with you? All right, great. So if you have any questions or any concerns or anything, if you just like to chat, then just let us know. Our biggest concern is that we make you happy. We love to get that Google review and love to get referrals. So let me know if you have any questions. Excuse me, Sally. Hi. So we just got finished with the outside. I'd say we're about halfway done now. We're about to be moving on to the inside. Have you had a chance to look around at all? Okay, great. So I just wanted to point out while we were up on the roof cleaning those upper windows, we actually looked at the gutters for you, and you've got a few gutters that look like the downspouts are blocked. Have you noticed any over dripping? Oh, well, a couple of your gutters actually have a good amount of stuff in them. If they stay with that, there's a good amount of water buildup already in them, and that could actually cause rotting. So I'd recommend getting them cleaned out. I already took a look around. We could probably get all your gutters done for only about $100 today. Is that something you'd like? Great, great. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have one guy do that, and I'm going to go ahead and start on the inside windows if that's okay. Awesome, great. Once again, we like to keep the customer happy, and if you notice anything, just let us know. If you have any questions, just let us know. We'll let you know when we're done. Hi, Sally. I just wanted to let you know we're actually all finished. I don't know if you got a chance to look around at all. I'm going to go ahead and do a walk around myself. I got the invoice all filled out for you and everything. You want to go ahead and do that walk around? Okay, great. So I just want to let you know we took care of all your gutters, cleaned out all your tracks, cleaned off your screens, opened the windows, took care of those tracks. We actually did a double spot check and everything. So we also took care of your gutters. We took buckets up there and actually flushed them out, make sure they're all flowing properly as well. And they all seem to be good. So just want to make sure you're happy. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to call. Our number one goal is to make sure that you're happy, and make sure that you're happy enough to even leave us a review the same way that you were actually able to find us. It's really important to us to get reviews from customers and get referrals. They're a big part of our company. So if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to call. Otherwise, I've added all the notes, including different ladders and whatnot we need for future jobs, to the customer profile. And the office is probably going to give you a call in about 6 months or so. Have a good day. Thank you for your service, and goodbye.
Hey, that's our 3-touch system. It's designed to give you the most success in the field possible. Professionalism equals tips equals higher wages. Wowing the customer equals higher prices equals higher wages. And job satisfaction is like the number one thing that we're looking for here with you guys, and that stems from making the customers happy. You're going to be satisfied with what you do if the customers are satisfied with what you do. And that is our number one goal. So just to retouch, you have your initial greeting. Then you have your halfway point. So halfway through, you're going to just basically say, hey, we're about halfway through. I noticed and I recommend. Robert noticed the gutters. He recommended they get clean. No pressure. And then, the finishing, closing up. Hey, we're finished up. You want to do the walkthrough. That's super important. You want to tell them all about the stuff that you did. And then finally, you just want to say, hey, a big part of what I do is just making sure that you're super happy. Your referrals and your review are important to us. So I hope that you can do that for me down the road. And, following up with hey, I'm going to recommend that we just give you a call in 6 months, see how everything goes. So that, for the most part, that's all about what we're trying to do when we're meeting the customers. That communication, confident communication, is just as important as doing, the window cleaning. If you're going out and you're just not confident, you could be, like I said, the best window cleaner in the world, but without confidence and without like a nice polished presentation, it's just not as good as it could be. So we want to have people that are well-rounded.